Hi, buddy. It's time for the Enda Chaser Cocktail Show. It is Thursday, August the 6th, 2026. Jersey Johnny coming at you. With me, as always, is none other than Mr. Beers Samurai. How are you this evening, sir?
Hello, hello, and hello.
Hello.
Oh,
How are you faring on this very, 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 very muggy day in New Jersey?
I didn't go outside.
I unfortunately did.
Yeah, I did not. You had to work. I did, but I worked like right there.
Right there, yeah. So.
Yeah. And I got to change my little title thingy there. It still says I like cheese, and that where that is still correct. Actually, I'm not sure that I like cheese. I think I fucking love cheese.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't like cheese. You love
Yeah.
cheese. I don't know anybody that just likes cheese. You either hate it or you love it.
No, there's some people that just like they're yeah, I like.
They see cheese's point.
They see the point in cheese, but most cheese is not pointed.
Well, unless
it's round or like this, unless you cut it into a wedge.
Unless you cut into a wedge, right? Exactly.
But you're not going to be able to stab anybody with that shit.
No, you can't really do that.
It's just not happening.
It's so cheesy.
So I see what you did there.
I see what I did there.
Yeah. Damn, I saw what you did there.
Exactly. So yeah, you like cheese, but that was from the other night on the beer show.
That was from the other night, so I need to figure out something else to put down under there, and I'm just going to put this in here to remind me of something.
Jennifer?
Yeah.
Jennifer. Do I know her?
I think you dated her.
Yes, in college I did.
Actually, you love Jennifer. Trust me, you love Jennifer.
I do. I really do love Jennifer. I do. Well, you see my tagline.
I can't. It's all the way over there.
It says Jen is my favorite season.
There you go.
There you go.
And Jennifer is just the Dutch name for juniper.
For juniper, yes.
So that's what, and then that became also the name for what we call now gin, because it's invented in like the Netherlands, Belgium area by monks as a stomach calmer, or also to promote liver health. Oddly enough,
yes.
Yeah. But nowadays, gin drinking is associated with other than John.
This is true. Very true.
The Brits.
Right.
And while we get our first drinks in us, and or at least going, and we'll talk about that.
We can do that. Why don't
do you have yours poured already?
I do not. I didn't even make it yet. I'm going to make it.
Because I'm working on that as well.
You as well.
Yeah.
I'll make mine and then I'll talk about the
So yeah, as I'm making mine, we'll discuss this. The Brits went over in the 80 Years' War.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like pour 1 ounce of gin here, and then they went and to calm their nerves on the battlefield, the Dutch gave them gin.
Right.
And it became, they referred to it as Dutch courage.
Mm-hmm.
So it became quite a favorite of Mother Fudger.
You all right?
Nope. Because I knocked over my OJ, which means I've got to go
squeeze some more.
I need to go squeeze some more. So that I over poured this as well because I don't have a speed pour on it. So you've had for a while. You talk about your drink as you make yours, and I'll be right back.
Pause on yours. I'll talk about mine. Okay, so mine it's a riff on a martini of sorts. Whatchamacallit? I call it a lemontini. I'm sure there's 75,000 cocktails out there called a lemontini. But I don't care because that's what I've been calling this. It's riff. I've riffed on this cocktail for a while. There's been different gins, different things in it, but for the most part, this is what it is. So it's 2 ounces of gin. I'm using what I've been using on the show, which is just fantastic. And I gotta go get some more of it. It's from Dismal Harmony Distilling in Morristown, New Jersey. It's their afternoon tea gin. It's black tea gin. It's just fantastic. So using 2 ounces of that and 2 ounces of, or 1 ounce of Lillet Blanc. Okay? Which is, aperitif, but it's a vermouth. It's a Blanco vermouth. It's not dry vermouth. It's a Blanco vermouth. So it's white, but it's sweet. And then 1 ounce. I'm still going. Then 1 ounce of lemon juice. And 2 dashes of Luxardo chamomile bitters.
Luxardo.
There we go. Round one. There we go. Now we're going to add the ice, because we always add the ice after we add our ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Give that a shake there.
There we go. Ice added. All right. Now we're going to give this concoction, if you will, a little shake.
Shake your booty.
And how long do I shake, Dave?
Until you can't feel until your hand starts to hurt.
Until my hand starts to hurt from the coldness of it. Technically, you're supposed to shake it depending on how much ice you use, so you can't really ice anymore. But we don't want to dilute it that much.
No.
So I go until my hand really, really hurts, which is about now. 20 seconds. I'm going to go just another couple. I'm done. All right. See, it's nice and frosty. Right.
There you go. Good and frosty. Good and frosty.
And we're going to pour this in.
What are you pouring that into?
In a martini glass.
Because this is almost like we discussed earlier. Is this the one that was like kind of because I missed you making it, but this one we discussed was kind of like a take on a gimlet and a martini, but
Yes,
with lime, right?
With lemon, yeah. So
with lemon instead of lime.
So, and look at that. Look at that. It fits the glass perfect. It's almost as if I know.
Yeah,
Almost as if I hit
hit
my
your
mark.
draw nice.
It's almost as if I know what I was doing.
Almost.
Imagine that. So, all right, I'm going to take my obligatory picture while you continue with your turn.
Okay, so what I have done is, and you can see I'm in like full tiki regalia here. I even got my like conga room shirt on here.
Mm-hmm.
I got my tiki idol and my necklace and all this because I'm tikifying.
You're tikifying.
I'm tikifying something, and I'm tikifying one of the favorite drinks on this program of both mine and John's,
Mm-hmm.
and that is a Negroni.
Yes.
And so what I've done is I've taken an ounce of gin because did we tell everybody what the show is tonight?
Oh no, we
We did
didn't.
not, because it is summertime and it is hot and it's muggy and it's disgusting out there. Tonight we are doing gin cocktails.
We put 2 gin cocktails with a seasonal twist.
With a seasonal twist.
There you go.
Except my second season may not be summer.
Well, it's a seasonal twist nonetheless.
So I've got myself an ounce of gin. I knocked the Campari down to 3/4 rather than 1 ounce. But the Dolan, I got the Dolan Sweet Vermouth.
Mm-hmm.
And the Dolan Sweet Vermouth, I poured in 1 ounce. It's supposed to do 3/4 ounce, but I over poured a little bit. And the gin I'm using is the Tanqueray number 10.
Very nice. Tanqueray 10 is very nice.
It's very, very nice. And so I'm putting that into my shaker of ice. And what I have here is 3/4 ounce of orange juice.
Mm-hmm.
Because Negroni has an orange slice in it. We're going to do orange juice. And we've got a little falernum in there. It's why I knocked the Campari down a little bit so we can get some of that pimento dram. And pimento, as we've said before in the show, pimento is just a Caribbean word, not for that little red pepper that you find inside your olive.
No.
It is the Caribbean word for allspice.
Correct.
So we're going to put that in there. And we are going to shake. And I shake probably maybe about 30 seconds or so. Because I've got a different type of shaker than John. My fingers are actually around a portion of the shaker that's not touching the rest of the shaker.
Right.
I got it on that lip. So I don't go until my hand's frozen because I'll be shaking until tomorrow. So we're going to go there. And I think I've been yapping for about 30 seconds now. We want some of that ice. We don't want it entirely diluted, like John said. We'll crack it. It's nice and frosty. See all that frost on there?
Mm-hmm.
Right. My hand was on the part that was not frosted. And because the Negroni has such a beautiful color, I'm not putting it into a typical tiki mug where you can't see the drink. I'm putting it into this guy.
Nice.
So we're going to pour that in there. We're going to fill the rest of the way with some ice. I think I may have two big of them. But let's get some ice in there. This is going to wind up looking like your planter's punch, John.
Yes, it is.
Under Singapore sling. It's got that color.
By the way, are you on the right mic?
Am I on the right mic? Am I on the left mic? I am on probably the incorrect mic. Is that better?
No, it's about the same.
Okay, let's see. That's the Yeti mic.
Okay.
Well, it's all the way over there, and I did from the last show turn the gain way down.
I got you.
So
Fair
let's
enough.
Okay, and so here we have it, the Tiki Groni.
The Tiki Groni, very nice. Love it.
How is your drink? How's that? How's that?
It is fantastic. It is fantastic. I only took one sip because I was waiting for you. So, cheers. Then we'll go to a comment.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. It is fantastic. Now it's very martini-esque with a twist. It's again similar to a gimlet, but it's part gimlet, part martini. But
right.
not a dry martini because there's Lillet Blanc, not dry white, just dry vermouth. And those chamomile bitters, just a couple dashes. I think I did 4. I called for 2, but it was it's a new bottle, and the spout was not cooperating, so I wound up putting about 4 in. So.
That's why you need to get a dasher.
Yes, I know. Those
one
are
of
fantastic.
these things.
Yep.
This one right now is filled with vanilla for when I make my Mai Tais. I put just a couple dashes of vanilla in my Mai Tai. But next time I get on Angostura bitters, I'm going to get the big bottle.
Yep.
And put that into a dasher.
There you go. I have a larger bottle of Pichot's bitters.
There you go. Is the mic sounding better now, John?
Yes, it is.
I cranked the gain up a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it was then.
Yep.
It just sounded like it was the other one. Sounded was only one of us are allowed to have audio issues in any show. So it can't be both of us. Quick comment from Justin Vitti. He says, "I'll have to share my orange acid adjusted Negroni sour recipe with you guys." Yes, please do.
Absolutely.
Please do. You had a couple. I think I sense a Negroni riff show coming up in the near future.
We've done a Negroni riff show.
Yeah, but another one.
Okay.
Not just your standard, Boulevardier, because it's similar to a Negroni, but I'm going to add a different thing. No,
are you officially inviting Justin onto that show?
Justin can come on the show, absolutely, and he can do his orange acid adjusted Negroni sour.
There we go.
But a gin like a gin Negroni, no Boulevardier because it's a Negroni-esque thing, a gin Negroni, but just a completely different take.
Well, I think this qualifies.
That would qualify, right? Exactly.
This job,
Justin's would qualify. So,
I think I hit a home run with this one. You know me, I'm very, very harsh judge of my own drinks.
You are more harsh than you are of some other people's drinks.
This is a tiki drink, and it is also a Negroni at the same fucking time.
Yep, that's fantastic.
I don't know that this needs much tweaking. It does not. That is, damn, I like that. I like that a lot.
It's really good. You like it a lot.
You like it a lot.
What's
that? Dumb and Dumberer, right? Or was it Dumb and Dumber?
Dumber and Dumberer.
Dumber and Dumberer. The third one?
I don't know.
And you know what I like about it?
What's that?
It's a Negroni. Mm-hmm. It's definitely a tiki drink. That the pimento dram gives it, and the orange juice give it that tiki feel, and that tiki balance. But you can still taste this.
You can still taste the gin. I the only suggestion I would have, I used 2 ounces of gin, 1 ounce of Lillet Blanc, 1 ounce of lemon juice, and probably about 4 dashes of chamomile bitters. I would keep the 4 dashes of chamomile bitters, well, depending on how your spout is working, obviously. If you're using a dasher, 2.
Right.
Okay. And if you're using the built-in cap on the bottle, 4. But which we call it. For that note, I think I would cut back on the lemon juice to 3/4 of an ounce. It's perfect. It's not perfect. It's 90% perfect. I think a little less lemon would balance it perfectly. So I'm gonna cut that recipe back to 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice. Just a scotch less.
See, that's the fun thing about cocktail creation is the trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
When you write out a recipe, I've got my little notepads, and I have notes like all over the damn place. So I actually have little notebooks that I picked up. I'm going to start scratching these things down into before I actually put it into the actual cocktail book.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be writing this thing 3 times. But the joy of thinking in your head, what's going to go together? What are my ratios going to be? And you write it down. And when you put it together, if you get it the first time, that's joy.
Right.
That is just joyful. If it's slightly off, all right, okay, fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to work on this again. And you go back, and if you've got that kind of palate, and if you know what you're doing, you can tell, like Sean just did. It's got a little too much lemon. Let me back the lemon back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's key to get your measurements proper.
Right.
Because if you don't get your measurements proper,
you're not going to know what you did, so you're not going to.
Yeah, you can't adjust.
Mm-hmm. So this is it. Just a little, and I know I said it before as a joke. Just a scotch less. There's just a fraction too much lemon in it. So 1/4 ounce less, it's gonna be dialed in perfect. Done.
There we go.
And then shake it for an extra 5 seconds to get a little bit more solution.
So get yourself one of these. That way you don't have to.
Oh no, I have one of those. I like the convenience. The convenience of the strainer built right in for this show. Like when I'm making them downstairs, I'm using the 2.
Well, the one thing you pick this up going to bars all the time is this whole thing, right?
I don't do that. Yeah.
And the thing is, oh, good, I got it all in there. Without hitting the umbrella somehow or another. There's this one little gap in there.
Very nice.
Good job. In there. But yeah, if I'm using full cube ice, not the massive cubes, but full cube ice rather than the pebble ice that this machine makes.
Mm-hmm.
Close the lid. Let me get this out of there. You don't want that sitting in there.
No.
If you're using pebble ice, I don't recommend that. But usually when I'm using pebble ice, I'm doing an open pour.
Right.
Because I want the pebble ice in there.
You want the pebble ice in there, yeah.
Yeah. If I'm using full ice cubes, I can do it that way. It'll keep the ice cubes from getting out. The one thing it won't get is if you've got ice cube shavings or anything like that, it's not gonna get that.
Well, that's why most of the time, like using this thing, that's why the convenience of this. So I like to double strain. So, putting using the larger half, obviously, with the strainer on it, but then a basket strainer. When I'm using that, just depending on the cocktail, depending on what the ingredients are in it too. If I'm just putting 2 cubes in, I don't need to double strain it because everything else is liquid anyway, right? What the hell am I double straining?
Yeah.
So the one strainer can keep it out, so that's fine.
Well, that's why I also have my the gate strainer. There's an actual name for that kind of strainer. It's like some sort of British. Is it British College or something? What do you call that strainer?
It's an Oxford. It's not.
It's not an Eton.
Okay.
And I just got a picture from Justin of that Negroni, and he's making it with Monkey 47. So you can see that. There you go, right there. I love Monkey 47.
So does it look like this picture?
It looks exactly like that picture.
All right, there you go.
Came through nicer on yours. Let's see, types of strainers. You'd think I would have this down by now.
Justin, is that the green top Will it rye? Let me know.
Let's see. Here we go. No, this I should probably put in cocktail strainers because I'm getting all kinds of things for soup.
I got to get a bottle of that.
Soup?
A bottle of soup, yes.
Hawthorne. It's a Hawthorne.
So Hawthorne, yes, no, of course, that's
it's a Hawthorne.
Hawthorne, yeah, with the E
So,
on the end.
Yes, with the E. So it's named after a tree, I guess.
Not Nathaniel.
Could be Nathaniel, but I think he's named after the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so let's see. We went through the history of gin really damn quickly.
Yeah, we did. Well, I mean, there's a couple
it.
There's a couple types of gin too. If we're going to talk about that, I don't know if we ever talked about that on the show. You got London Dry and you got Old Tom.
Tell us the differences between these.
Well, London Dry is obviously super dry, juniper forward, botanical forward. Old Tom is not dry. There's usually some form of a sweetener added, whatever that may mean. So it's a little bit of less botanical of a spirit, if you will. Still has that gin flavor, but it's on the sweeter side. So depending on the cocktail you're making, you might want to use an Old Tom gin for it, as opposed to London Dry gin.
Well, it's obvious the Tanqueray is a London Dry.
Tanqueray is a London Dry gin, yes. Most gins you're going to buy these days are going to be London Dry gins.
The Monkey 47 is a London Dry.
You're gonna you have to go out of your way to find an Old Tom gin. They're few and far between these days, but
we also get flavored gins. Like I know you've got a bottle. You said a fig gin.
I have a fig gin. Yes, I don't have the Drumshambo gunpowder fig and laurel gin. I do want to pick up a bottle of that. Whatchamacallit? I do want to pick up a bottle of that, but I have fig and laurel. Gin. It's Drumshambo.
Laurel's bay leaf.
Laurel's bay leaf, right? Yeah. So it's interesting. Now I have that's too far. I can reach.
Well, if everyone's collection of bay leaves that they've had since college is any indication, the plum and fig and laurel, you said?
Italian fig and laurel. That's
that should have a shelf life of about 35 years.
At least, right? I would say
at least 35 years. Yeah, with the laurel and the alcohol level. Yeah.
But the fig gin that I have is Sweet Gwendolyn. It's a French
Sweet
Gwendolyn. Ba, ba, ba.
Anyway,
my fig gin.
And that concludes tonight's musical portion of the
exactly.
show.
We're gonna not do that
by popular demand.
by very popular demand. Yeah, by me and you. All right.
But now there's also fuckery within gin as well, where there's no standardization of what herbs and botanicals can go into a gin.
Right.
Right. We've talked about it on the show many times before. We have, I really like apple.
Just want to show Justin. Yeah, I got the purple top bourbon. I got to get the green. I got to get a bottle of that green top rye. It's fantastic.
125 proof.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's got a numbered bottle too. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, mine is 126.4 proof. This is. Just encroaching on hazmat. There you go.
Yeah. So, but no, there's really no hard set rules. Everyone knows in the show I like aquavit, and that aquavit's a little different. It's not necessarily a gin. That's why it's got a different name because there's no juniper in it. Right. It's caraway for the most part. But you get those gins that are juniper but have other things in it. Like there's the one that I get from that went down quick.
Oh well.
Mm-hmm. But the the one that I get from Dismal Harmony, it's got juniper in it, but it also has black tea in it.
It's got black tea.
You've got some of it left.
That's what's in this.
Oh, you're using the Dismal Harmony. Nice. And then you have Jersey Spirits does theirs with a little bit of star anise in it, so there's a slight licorice flavor to it. Wow, man, you're pounding that down.
It was water.
I know.
Yeah, and little water. Speaking of water, Little Water Distilling down in Atlantic City, New Jersey, who are coming on the show in a couple months, month and a half ish.
That would be
End of September, beginning of October. They're coming on. Their gin.
And this is their rum.
That's the rum. Yes, that's a gold rum.
Yes, that is a golden.
They have their gin has 17 or 18 botanicals in it. I actually tasted that when they were actually way back when they were first making their gin. They had five. They had narrowed it down to 4 or 5 different versions, and with botanical blends, right? And I just happened to have walked in there on the day they were tasting the 5 of them, and he says, "What do you think of these?" And I actually picked my 2 favorites. I don't know that what they wound up with was one of my 2 favorites. I didn't follow the train, but the trail. But yeah, it was. They were all pretty fantastic. I mean, it's gin, right? Look at my tagline: "Gin's my favorite season." Yep. None of what I tasted was bad. It was all delicious gin.
Right. But that was just your favorite of the 5.
Of the 5, right? So, but their gin is pretty spot on. But they got a lot of stuff, and we'll talk about all of that when they're on the show. We got a couple other distilleries coming on as well.
We do.
We have a Kentucky bourbon distillery coming on.
We do, and I need to visit John before that one.
Mm-hmm. So we have a few really good shows planned for the next. For the foreseeable future. Let's put it that way. However, on this show, if you'll notice, Tom is not on the show.
Tom's on a cruise.
Tom is on a cruise right now.
And Tom, I'm very proud of him. He drank a Mai Tai, and he liked it.
Wasn't that a song from Katy Perry?
Yes, it is.
I drank a Mai Tai, and I liked it.
Yeah. Yep.
He sang it better then.
Yeah, Tom sang it better too. Mm-hmm. But he sent me a picture of it, and he even sent me the what they had how they had it written up, mm-hmm. And it was very, very close to what we call a 44 in the tiki world, which is the original Mai Tai invented by Trader Vic's. I think they were in Oakland at the time.
Okay.
So he's enjoying himself drinking rum, having a good old time. So hopefully when he returns, he'll bring back some of his Caribbean adventures.
Okay. I'm hoping he does. That would be fantastic.
Now, speaking of that,
I want to hear all about it.
One of the ingredients I put in here was the St. Elizabeth Allspice.
St. Elizabeth Allspice Dram is just that's the staple, right? I mean,
that's the staple. Like we said, sometimes it's called a pimento dram. If you're getting into mixing drinks, especially tiki drinks, and you've got this stuff, this bottle's probably going to last you a good year, because you never ever, I can't ever see a point of ever using more than a 1/4 ounce of it. You put a 1/4 ounce of this because it is so strongly flavored with allspice.
You don't need. There's a lot of things that you don't need more than a 1/4 ounce. You don't need more than a 1/4 ounce of that. Suze.
Suze, yep.
Suze is a very, very, very bitter liqueur. Let's put it this way. Most people could drink straight Campari
before they could drink
easier than they can drink Suze, right? So that's how bitter it is. But it's a fantastic liqueur. You don't need more than a 1/4 ounce of that. So you get a bottle of Suze, that's lasting you a long time.
Yes, it will. So that's my point. So you're ready for your second?
I'm ready for my second. Yeah.
I'm still drinking on this one.
All right. I'll make mine. By the time I finish mine, you'll be ready for yours.
All right, tell us.
Be ready for your close up, Mr.
My close up.
I don't know.
You mean like this?
Yes. There you go.
I just love playing with my new webcam.
You gotta love it. Should definitely do something like that anytime somebody says something outlandish on any of the shows. Right? Yeah, you got to do that. That's great. Justin said, I am going to join in and make a tiki-fied last word. Drop the maraschino liqueur, gin, chartreuse, Campari, lime, orgeat.
Orgeat. There you go. He's got the 4 sour, 3 of sweet, 2 of strong, and 1 of weak.
And 1 of weak. Yep.
and that is the formula. It is not. It's not meant to be measurements. So
and he's
don't
gonna
even try.
And he's going to use the Drumshambo gunpowder gin. Justin, you going to use the regular gin, or you have one of the variants of the gunpowder?
Interesting.
Yeah, I got to get a bottle of that Italian. The orange is just me, but I do want to get a bottle of the Italian fig.
And with the powerful selection of liquors and liqueurs at his disposal, you think he'd spend a lot. He spends a lot of time in liquor stores.
You would think you would. He says yes, just the regular. Awesome.
If you're on the if you're following Wonderback Beer Works on Facebook, Justin seems to always be in a liquor store doing tastings.
Well, that's his job.
It's his job.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
But
it's his job to be in a liquor store.
It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
I know other people that's job is to be in a liquor store too, but that's besides the point. There you go. They do look great. Yes. Fantastic. All right. So how much more you have in your
a little bit.
A little bit. All right. I'll make mine and then you can make yours. Right.
Yeah. So I know you've got about 18 ingredients in this one.
No, just 4.
Just
4. All right. So we're going to have, I got to, like I told Dave before, I'm cracking the bottle. We're going to get these guys on the show.
Don't crack it, because then you're going to have to double strain to get the glass shards out.
True story. We're getting these guys on the show. Haven't solidified a date yet, but soon enough we'll announce it. This is McClintock's distillery from Frederick, Maryland. Fantastic distillery. This is their chokeberry liqueur. Chokeberry liqueur, yes. And it was quite fantastic when I had it. I had to get a bottle of that. All right, so what are we using? We are using 3/4 of an ounce of chokeberry liqueur. So
okay, and chokeberry, is that in the cherry family, the raspberry family?
It's probably closer to a cherry, but not far off of either. So
does it grow on trees? Is it on bushes?
You know what?
I'm going to look it up while you're.
I would like you to look it up for me.
I am doing that as we speak, and it's a plant. It is a bush.
It's a bush, yeah.
It is a bush. The berries look a little along the lines of like blueberries.
Okay.
Blueberries. It looks like a mix between a blueberry and a currant in look.
Well, I am currently putting the cap back on here. See what I did there?
I'm going to put a cap on your puns.
Yeah. So that was 3/4 of an ounce of McClintock Distilling from Frederick, Maryland. Their chokeberry liqueur. 3/4 of an ounce of elderflower liqueur. I'm using the St. Elder, which is, I mean, honestly, a notch below Saint Germain.
Isn't that a Metallica song, St. Elder?
St. Elder might be. Yeah. It's also almost half the price. So
yeah, I mean, I have St. Grove because Saint Germain has gotten they priced themselves out of
this is $18. Saint Germain's $34. So
yeah, same thing with the St. Grove. And you know what? It's the bottle shape is almost identical.
Mm-hmm.
Right, look at this bottle shape. It looks like if you were close up to it like this, you would think it was Saint Germain.
Yeah, it's not far. I mean, this is a regular bottle, but it's got the flared out bottom, so
yeah.
Whatever. It's but you know what? The elderflower liqueur, it's pretty damn good. So
yeah, that stuff's fantastic. Mm-hmm. So they're saying that this is a very puckering fruit.
It's a very puckering fruit, yeah. So
it's a cross between a tart cranberry and a deep blueberry with a dash of dark cherry in flavor.
There you have it.
They say it's high in tannins. So that means it's healthy, right?
That means it's healthy, exactly. So, and it was it's 3/4 of an ounce of chokeberry liqueur, 3/4 of an ounce of elderflower liqueur, 2 ounces of Dismal Harmony afternoon tea gin. Like that. We're doing this here because I have it right here. 1/2 of an ounce, just a half ounce. That's it, of lime juice. That's all we need.
Okay.
Right. And then again, we're going to put our ice cubes in glass. That's all it is. So 3/4 of an ounce of, I mean, if you can get your hands on, depending on where you are in the country, if you can get your hands on chokeberry liqueur from McClintock's in Frederick, Maryland, I suggest you do that. But if not, a berry liqueur. Elderflower liqueur, obviously you can get that. 3/4 of an ounce each, 2 ounces of a gin, and 1/2 ounce of lime juice, and we got our things in there. So now
what's the cranberry liqueur? Because that might be a good
cranberry liqueur. Yeah, what is that?
My brain's saying Pimm's, and I know it's not Pimm's.
No, Pimm's is not. Pimm's is.
But it's something along those lines.
Look in a second. I'm sure Giffard's has a cranberry liqueur or a berry liqueur. I can't think of what my head. I'm pretty sure they have a berry liqueur.
Beef Eddie makes one, of course. High Matt makes one. Clear Creek. But there was Boggs. That's the one.
Boggs.
Oh, I loved Boggs.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen Boggs around in a while.
Mm-hmm. Well, you just look down. There's a lot of cranberries in Boggs.
There is. I think that's why they named it that. John.
Gee, I wonder why.
And was Boggs from Jersey?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. So, and we're gonna put it in a rocks glass with a couple ice cubes. Finish shaking just a little bit. Shaking. There we go. And now we pour. There we go. Look at that. I hit it again, Dave. Hit it again.
Got it again?
Very
nice.
Like I said, almost like I know what I'm doing. Sometimes. On occasion. And we're going to garnish it with a lime wedge. It's not really a wedge. It's just a whole lime wheel, actually.
There you go.
And there you have it.
That's a pretty drink.
There you go. I'm going to take my obligatory picture, and you can start making yours.
I don't have to make mine. Mine was made before the show began,
Yeah.
and I put it in my Yeti to keep it hot. Hot, you say? Wait a second. You're making cocktails.
It's
That's
summer.
supposed to be summer. Well, there is something called, the summertime. You get a summer flu, summer cold, and usually when I start feeling a little scratchy,
Summer cold, summer warm.
I will make a toddy. But do I really want a bourbon toddy in the summer?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but no, I don't. Yes, I do. But anyway, but you may not. So I made a gin toddy, and my gin toddy consists of 2 ounces of gin.
Okay.
6 ounces of, and what I did is I have peeled about 6 slices of ginger and 2 lemon wheels. And I let that sit in the gin in the pan off heat for over an hour.
Nice.
I want to get some of that, flavor in there. Then I added 6 ounces of water to it, brought the heat up. Once it started to simmer a bit, then I melted 2 tablespoons of honey into it.
Nice.
And that's it, because cinnamon doesn't belong in this. Cloves doesn't really belong in this. I want it bright. I want it light. And it came about because Carrie and I went down to Columbia Market this past weekend, and we came back with some of these things. We came back with ginger snaps. And we were eating them last night. You know what? Because I originally, and I told John this, I had another cocktail planned rather than this one, but I decided to go with this one.
As did I. But...
So here it is right here. And I've got this lemon in there, and the straw's going through the lemon, and sitting on top of the lemon is a ginger snap.
Ginger snap, of course.
So the ginger snap's going to soak up some of the flavors from the drink. You can see it looks like a lemonade, actually, a little bit.
It does.
And so I will gladly eat that when I'm done with the drink.
I think you should. I mean, it's almost a guarantee that you need to eat that.
Oh, that's quite yummy. It's quite yummy. Oh, I like that a lot.
This is delicious. It's delicious.
Okay, that's a first, John. When have I made two cocktails on the show without researching it first and making them ahead of time that I enjoyed both of them? Right on.
I would honestly say
I don't think
ever.
Yeah. These both worked.
On that note,
hold on.
what do you get?
I wish it had a little more ginger flavor to it.
Okay.
But then again, I've been eating ginger snaps, so
Why don't you think about this though? Why don't you, when you're cooking the toddy,
Mhm.
why don't you muddle a couple of ginger snaps into it, cook it, and then strain it?
Oh, then it's going to be all muddy. It'll be muddled and muddy.
No, I don't mean I misspoke. Not a couple of ginger snaps. A small piece of a ginger snap.
No, I don't. I don't like putting baked goods in my drinks. On top of my drinks, sure. In, probably not. I think really
because there's a lot more than just ginger in a ginger snap, right? So
there is. Well, there's usually like black pepper or something else to give it more bite, maybe.
But it's not just the spicy ginger, right? If you put ginger in, you're not getting the same
flavor
profile
there's
as
molasses.
ginger snap.
Yeah, there's molasses.
There's molasses in it, right? The sweetener and everything else, brown sugar.
So no, I think I think it's actually fine. I think it's just me having eaten a bunch of ginger snaps yesterday and today,
and missing that ginger snap flavor. The drink is good, it's not a replacement.
And I'm looking forward to this nice and steamed ginger snap sitting here on top of my lemon.
And here is Justin's tiki-fied last word, which we call it, without the maraschino liqueur, with the gin, chartreuse, Campari, lime, and orgeat. And
that's a pretty drink.
That is a pretty drink. Look at that. Look at that right there. That is very, very pretty. That is a nice coupe.
Yeah,
and he's got a really good show on his laptop too.
Yeah, he does. He's a man of taste.
He is a man of taste.
He's got a nice pick on there. He's got the skull head pick.
Yes, he does. This is fantastic. Okay. The elderflower liqueur and the chokeberry liqueur. So I'm gonna have to try this with a different berry liqueur just to see.
Yeah.
Obviously, putting this in whatchamacallit, sitting in a sorry about that. See, I got a text and it distracted me. Putting on a cocktail book, use chokeberry liqueur from McClintock Distilling in Frederick, Maryland. It's kind of difficult. Got to give something that, or just a more random type. If you can't
you're basically turning yourself into Gourmet Magazine, where it's like, oh, you need to get yourself some, sassafras root, but it needs to be harvested by a virgin in Singapore.
Right.
Huh?
Exactly. So that being said, a berry liqueur, whether it's a cranberry liqueur or whatever berry liqueur, whatever's going to be the closest to what I'm making here, or even better, who knows, right? And then put in the book, I used blah 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 blah, but use a.
Here are some options.
Options, right?
Yeah, I have I got these two great books. I'm a big H.P. Lovecraft fan, and I've got one called The Necronom Nom Nom. It's a cookbook, and it has some cocktails in the back. But then there is the Lovecraft Cocktails book.
Right.
And some of the ingredients in this are like, no, I'm not going buying a whole friggin' bottle of this, kind of almost bespoke cocktail liqueur,
right?
Just to try this. So it's like, and so when we do put this book together, we want it to be accessible.
Right.
We want the ingredients to be accessible.
Exactly.
And so if we are using something where it is, like John's chokeberry liqueur, we're going to give you options on it.
Exactly.
Right. The probably the only exception on that is when we get into the tiki section of the book, because when we say pimento dram, okay, you can find them. You can find it. It's out there. And again, you're going to use very little of it. So unless you're really the tiki drinks, you probably don't want to make a drink that's got pimento dram in it, because you're only using a quarter ounce of this stuff. Orgeat, however, has so many uses within the cocktail world other than tiki because it's an almond liqueur.
It's an almond liqueur, and I will tell you, I have in the past, not often, but in a pinch, making a tiki drink that calls for orgeat. I've used slightly less. So if it calls for 3/4 of an ounce of orgeat, I've used a half an ounce. If it calls for half an ounce, I used a third of an ounce, or something to that effect, to just dial it back a little bit. Amaretto.
Yeah,
it's not a replacement,
no.
but it's a suitable, in a pinch, a suitable alternative.
So when I go to tiki bars, the first thing I always order is their Mai Tai. And then if they're called themselves a tiki bar and they're putting amaretto in a Mai Tai, I'm drinking my Mai Tai, I'm paying my bill, and I'm gone. Because they consider themselves a tiki bar. You don't make a Mai Tai with amaretto.
No, my purpose of selling it, because we're talking about replacements. We're talking about what you can do. Like you mentioned, nobody's going to buy, if they're not going to make enough tiki drinks at home to warrant buying a bottle of St. Elizabeth's Allspice Dram. So maybe that, and Orgeat is obviously cheaper than St. Elizabeth.
Yeah. But St. Elizabeth is not that expensive.
No, it's not. It's not. But Orgeat, you can find Orgeat. You can find small bottles of Orgeat.
You can. And the thing with Orgeat, okay, the first time you make a Mai Tai and you make it with Orgeat, and you make it the right way, you make it like a 44. You're going to go through that bottle of Orgeat pretty damn quick.
Oh, you're going to want to make.
You're going to make Mai Tais every damn night.
I certainly don't mean somebody that ran out of Orgeat. You know what I mean? I'm saying somebody that's just dipping their toe in the tiki pond, right? They have a bottle of amaretto. They don't know where they can find Orgeat. They're looking for it. Oh, I'm going to have to wait to make this drink. I don't have any Orgeat. Try it with a little bit less. You can.
But Mai Tai, make it with Orgeat.
Of course. Make it with the ingredients that are listed, because that's going to be the best. That's going to be the best case scenario.
Yep.
The purpose of me saying that was just for the newbie, if you will, dipping their toe in the tiki pond, as I just said. We should use that line.
You know what's interesting?
What's that?
The pudding. Now I'm really getting a lot of ginger out of this, so now I'm very happy with it.
There you go.
But also putting the ginger snap on top.
You said the pudding. I was like, you're eating pudding?
I'm eating pudding too. But putting the ginger snap on top.
Right.
Ooh, should make a pudding out of ginger snap.
That would be a fantastic pudding. Oh man, you kidding me?
Huh. At any rate, but putting it on top here as it's steaming, I'm starting to get aroma off the ginger snap because it's sitting here steaming. That's adding to the flavor because, as we mentioned before, you've got taste receptors in your nose, and there is always that little test that they love to give people to show that how much of your flavor comes from your nose, and that's by giving you a jelly bean.
Right.
Eat it. Two of the same flavor. Eat it first, normal, and then eat it again with your nose pinched.
Hold your nose, yeah.
Hold your nose. And all you're tasting is sugar. You're not tasting the flavoring of the jelly bean whatsoever. It is, try that at home. Trust us, it works, and it'll teach you that your nose has a lot to do with your tasting.
Right. On that note, I mean, that's the purpose, other than making it pretty. That's generally the purpose of most garnish.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you get like that big old bush of mint shoved into your drink and you're like, why are they doing this? It's a waste of mint. No, it's not, because you're getting that aroma of the mint, which is enhancing the rest of the drink. A lot of Mai Tais have that big thing of mint in there. And that's great. I prefer having one of the halves of the lime that's been spent in the squeezing.
Sure. I
like putting that there. I like enhancing the lime aroma of the drink. To each his own on that. But yeah, a lot of the when you do it, back to the Negroni, when they express the orange peel, wipe it around the rim, and then put the orange peel in the drink. You're getting this orange aroma up into your nose. That's going to help enhance the flavor of that drink. Do you realize, though, that's not originally why they did that, Sean?
No, it's not.
Do you know why they originally did it?
Go ahead, tell us.
It was actually sanitation purposes.
Mhm.
A lot of times they didn't have enough like clean water or whatever to clean the glasses. So to make sure that the glass rim was sterile, they'd use the acids in the orange juice to clean the glass rim. True story.
Mhm. Kind of discussing it here. There you go.
Yeah.
And Justin's 100% correct too. And I'll put his first comment up in a minute. But he just said, specifically speaking of what we're talking about, garnishes were also used to hide the harshness of unrefined historical spirits.
Oh yes.
And nothing is truer than people that put lime in a particular beer.
Is it Spanish for crown?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I've always said if you need to put fruit in your beer to make it drinkable, drink a better beer.
Drink a better beer. Another thing too, like we're talking about that. I'll put up your other comment in a minute. One of my favorite gin cocktails, and I have yet to make it on the show. We should actually do that next time we do gin. Is an East Side.
The East Side,
East Side. I love East Side.
not a West Side.
Not a West Side.
An East Side.
An East Side. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, you just went a mon.
Yeah, I know. I did.
Moon side.
I did them both backwards
West side,
because I didn't want to be throwing up gang signs on the show.
Well, yeah, but that's not. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So it's gin. It's simple syrup. It's lime.
This is also backwards. This was intentional because otherwise I'm throwing up gangs.
Well, no, I'm actually looking at an E when you did the second one, the first one.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Should have done it this one. Okay.
Whatever.
Anyway.
So at least an East Side is gin. It's a little bit of simple syrup. It's lime. It's mint. It's cucumber. That's an East
Right.
Side, and it's fantastic. And again, you're getting mint and a little bit of cucumber and lime for that matter on the rim. You're getting that as a garnish. So you got all of those flavors blended together in your face while you're drinking this drink, and it's one of my favorite gin cocktails, and I can't believe in all the time we've been doing the show, I have not made one on the show yet.
What's interesting though is you have like the dried fruit garnishes, and I've talking about this makes me think they're really just to sit there and look pretty, because there's nothing left in them to give off too much aroma.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've seen them used to great effect. There was a Negroni that I had where they had a dried orange wheel. And what they had done is they had put sea salt on, pink Himalayan sea salt on top of that lime and floated it on top. And what they wanted you to do is to drink it without, just daintily so that you didn't spill over the orange.
Mm-hmm.
And then after you had drank a little bit, then they wanted you to dunk the orange down into it to get the salt into it.
You said lime, but yeah.
Lime, I'm sorry, it was orange.
Mm-hmm.
The orange in it to then taste that difference of what the salt did to it.
Right.
Theatrics for sure, but it was neat. But I don't know about the dried fruit wheels. How much aroma, how much they impart to the
Yeah, because
the
the
other
dried,
than looking cool.
I think that's just an aesthetic thing. Honestly, yeah. I do. I don't think there's much going on. I mean, it's, to be quite honest with you, it's almost as much of it's almost the level of garnish. Garni. Yeah, it's almost the level of garni as an umbrella. Like that one, right? Exactly.
Here's to Harry Yee, the inventor of the cocktail umbrella.
There you go.
His birthday's coming up in September, as a matter of fact.
There you go. And before I put Justin's other comment up, I just want to say this. I'm going to try this again with an Old Tom gin. I am liking this with the. I'm going to actually try it twice. I'm going to try it with just like Tanqueray 10. I may even try it with Gordon's just to see. All right.
Fish sticks. You got to put fish sticks in it.
Put fish sticks in it. Yeah. Well, you know what, fish. I mean, never mind. I'm not going there. Anyway, so the Dismal Harmony. It's very, very good. It's very good. I'm really enjoying this cocktail. But now, as I'm drinking it, I'm halfway through it.
A little sweeter.
I wanted a little sweeter, and I don't know how the black tea's playing with it. Right?
Yeah, I'm interested you use that for that.
Yeah, I want to try. Well, I didn't. Here's the thing, right? We have a London Dry that we always keep in the house. We actually ran out of it the other day. I didn't replace it. So I did not want to have the fig gin in this. The only other gin I have is my blueberry gin from Shore Path Distilling up in Everett, Massachusetts. I have a little bit left of my autumn gin from last year from Shore Path Distilling. I'm not using a cinnamon nutmeg gin. It's not happening. And I have the Dismal Harmony. So that's why
cinnamon nutmeg gin though with the cranberry juice liqueur.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a good variant on what you just made.
Yeah, I need to try that. But my point is, I need to use just a standard London Dry, and then I want to try with an Old Tom, and I want to see. I want to try the London Dry first, so it's not the Dismal Harmony, which is fantastic, mind you, but it doesn't have the other botanicals and black tea and everything else.
Look at this! This thing that's got gooped. So now I get to eat it.
There you go. Enjoy that. But I want to try that first and compare it to what I'm having here and the flavor profiles I'm getting here. But then I want to try with an Old Tom. So there you go.
I'm going to use my straw to get up all this goop.
There you go. All right, I'm going to put up. I got 3 comments from Justin here on to put up. He just said Forge Gin is his economic go-to for most gin cocktails. It's super versatile. I'm going to have to try that. I got to be honest with you. To his point, my economic, if you will, is Gordon's. There was a cocktail bar. It was a gin speakeasy. Okay. It's gone, long gone. All right. Was on 6th Street, about a half a block, about quarter of a block, like maybe 100 feet, 50 feet, 100 feet in from on 6th Street, in from Avenue A in the East Village, in New York, called the Gin Palace.
Okay.
All right. And my friend Chaim Dowerman was the lead bartender there, and he's no longer actually bartending, which is a shame because he's a fantastic bartender, but he's moved on to other things. I think he actually lives in California now, but I haven't talked to him in a couple of years. But I'm friends with him on Facebook. I think I remember his posts, but I haven't seen him or had a drink with him. He moved to another couple bars after Gin Palace closed, but they closed. It's got to be 8 years now that they're closed. But it was a fantastic speakeasy. It was. And it was just up the block, closer to Avenue A from Death and Company, which is still there.
It is.
Which is another famous speakeasy, if you will. Anyway, but the Gin Palace, for most of their gin cocktails that they use there, and they made a fantastic East Side, by the way. They use Gordon's. Yeah, and it served the purpose. It was spot on, and their cocktails were affordable for Manhattan cocktails, and it worked. It was good. But so that's for years. Gordon's has been my economy, right? But if I'm doing something a little more fancy and I want a little bit more something, I buy Tanqueray. I buy regular Tanqueray. I buy Tanqueray 10. I've gotten Monkey Shoulder. I have what's it called? The Hendrick's Summer Gin is very interesting, but very specific. There's only a few cocktails I can do with that.
Okay.
Because it's very, very botanical and floral, and it's like super in your face. But it's very good, but it's not a versatile gin.
So it's like botanist in that way.
Very, very, very similar. Yeah. So let me put up the rest of Justin's comments. So anyway, he says Ford's Gin's is economic go-to for most cocktails, and he says Ford's Gin is like $22 to $28 per 750.
It's a bargain.
That is a bargain. And he said, let me go back to his first one first. He said, his test is a Hemingway daiquiri. And if there's a decent place, he always asks for a rum cow. Totally underrated.
Interesting. The funny thing about the Hemingway daiquiri is Hemingway would hang out at this bar in Havana. Is it called the Havana Club? I forget what it was. But the bartender there actually had 3 different daiquiris. Daiquiri number 1, daiquiri number 2, daiquiri number 3. He wasn't very inventive in his naming. Hemingway completely unbalanced the drinks and overdid, and I think he tripled the booze in what was, I believe, daiquiri number 3. And I wonder if that's the Hemingway daiquiri you're talking about there, Justin, or if it was the actual dialed down real daiquiris at that particular bar.
El Floridita,
yes, El Floridita. And the thing is, that bar is still there, and if you go into it, where Hemingway stood at the end of the bar by the window. Now the window's covered over. And they've got a plaque up there about Hemingway. But where he used to stand, there is now a bronze full-size statue of Hemingway standing at the bar, looking at the door, smiling at everyone who comes in, which I think is really cool.
Damn it.
So maybe one of these days I get to Havana and see that for myself.
You can see it right here, because there it is.
That's him right there.
There it is.
There we go.
All right. And then Justin said, here's a home hack for tiki newcomers regarding ice. You can buy bags of pebble ice from your local Chick-fil-A for like $3 for 5 pounds.
Also Sonic.
Sonic sells them too.
Yep. Sonic sells it as well.
And I have an update for you regarding ice. Okay. We talked a couple shows ago. I think we mentioned it last show too, a couple weeks ago. Aldi was selling the cubed ice, the square cubes of ice, 4 cubes for $4.99. Right? Remember we were talking about that?
Yeah, yeah.
And everybody's up in arms. Who wants to spend $5 on what ice? They didn't get it, right? But I mean, they're not utterly big. But anyway, so they had these for about a month. They had them sitting there. All Aldis had them. All Aldis right now, go get them right now.
Yeah.
4 cubes of frozen ice cubes, 99 cents.
99 cents. Well, I have. If you can't see, it's off camera. I do have my mold up there.
Oh no, I have a 4-pack and an 8-pack mold for them. But here's the thing, and
That's interesting. Guess what? How many my mold is?
4.
6.
It's
yeah. You got the 4 and the 8.
I got the 4 and the 8.
I've got right here.
You got a 6. There you go. But here's the thing: try as I might, I cannot. No matter how many, old wives' tales tricks that I use, I can't get a clear ice cube. I can get them close, but I can't get a clear ice cube. And we bought a couple of the Aldi ones. I did not spend $4.99. We did not spend $4.99 on them. But when they went to 99 cents, we picked up 4 bucks. We're like, screw it, I'll spend it. Right? They are perfectly square. They did not melt at all in the car. And granted, our Aldi is not too far away, obviously, but maybe about 2.5 miles. But
ours might be closer, but we're probably twice as far away because of the traffic.
The traffic, right? Well, you also got to remember, depending on when you go, we're coming up 35 in Wall.
So it's summertime, yeah.
Right. So, but in any event, they're perfectly clear, and they're perfect. I mean, they came back in the car, they went back in the freezer, and they still have a perfect edge on them. It was good. But anyway, it's 99 cents, so they're technically less than 25 cents a cube. Any ice service you use, because there are ice services out there where you can get the cubes, get round cubes, square cubes, and use them. These are obviously they're using decent water because these cubes don't have any cloudiness to them.
Well, yes, using distilled water is one trick. But
I've used distilled water, and it's not going to
work. It's not going to work. The reason that the ice clouds is because our freezers freeze the ice, they say, too quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So they do have these devices that are insulated to freeze the ice slowly. That's why a lot of people say to use one trick: boil water and put it in your freezer.
Use hot water. I've done that too.
That doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It's I understand why they think that would work, because now it's going to freeze slower, but it's still freezing at the same rate between temperature A and temperature B. You're still the point where it clouds. It's still going to cloud.
Technically, yeah. I mean, yeah. It's freezing at the same rate. It might take a little longer because you're putting more water in,
and all you're doing is melting the shit around it.
Right.
That's pretty much all you're accomplishing. Justin's correct. This is the only surefire way to do it at home.
Mm-hmm.
You get yourself
first he said, I'll put that up first. Yeah. The daiquiri is the perfect test for sweet sugar, sour citrus, and spirits. He's not wrong. Daiquiris are a pretty dialed in.
It was one of the first 4 of 3 of 2 of 1 of, yes.
Yeah.
But his last comment.
But this one here, Only sure way to get clear ice at home is to freeze a block and then cut them yourself. Yes.
So
See, my problem is, you got to freeze a big block and then cut it.
Well, this is what I was about to say.
Every single time I do it, the cloudiness is dead center. So.
Well, then you cut around it.
Well, right. You got to freeze it big enough and then cut around.
What you can do is if you've got like one of those basement top door freezers,
mm-hmm.
you can actually get a like an igloo cooler
mm-hmm.
that fits inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Fill that up, put that in there, freeze it, and then cut your ice off.
Right. Right.
And that's one way to do it. But you now have a whole dedicated freezer, just a big ass freezer
for one
just to make it
big ice cube.
Yeah. I don't know if they. I don't know if they make any devices to, an ice cube maker that would do it clear. I don't think there is, because as you can tell, I'm not averse to buying specialized equipment for my passions. I've got my Pebble Ice maker, and it's been worth every penny that I paid for because that thing cranks. It's funny. There's one weekend I didn't have it cranking, John.
Mm-hmm.
And so this past weekend I go to make ice. I'm like, and it had a smell to it. So that's why you got to clean it every now and then.
You got to clean it. You got to.
So I ran through 2 cycles of cleaning.
There you go. And Justin says Samurai is right, and that's what I do. But you don't need clear at home because it's only for the visual. And he's right. He's 100%. Right. Look, I don't. The cubes I put in here. I don't know if you can see them. They're cloudy. Look at it. Right? Still in there. They're cloudy. I don't care. It's for me on this show. Right? It's an aesthetic thing. The clear ice is an aesthetic thing. Now, but my point is, if you want that aesthetic for yourself at home without all of the hard. Go right now because clearly they're not going to do this again.
Clearly, I see what you did there.
Clearly, I see what I did there. They're not going to do this again. All right.
And frankly, I want my ice cloudy when I'm making my Death Star ice balls.
There you go.
So you can see the pattern on it. If it's clear, you can't really see the pattern too well.
There you go. So that being said, while supplies last, if you're interested in having a couple of those at home, stop by an Aldi and get a couple of packs for 99 cents. I think we have 4 left in the fridge. We got 5. We used 4. We got 5 packs of 4. So we got 20 cubes for $5. Actually for $4.95. So we actually got 5 packs for less than whoever bought 1 pack when they first were released. But anyway, yeah, do that and have at it. But like I said, it's like Justin said, like we all said, it's for aesthetics. Yep. Don't go crazy. Cloudy ice is fine. It works the same way.
It just does.
And Justin said the best use of cutting your own ice are long stick cubes for highball glasses. Absolutely.
Or for your Yetis.
Or for your Yetis. and if you have one of these, which is what I keep the ice cubes in whenever I bring them up, it's a thermo flask.
Yep.
We got 4 of these. They're like Yetis. We got 4 of these at Costco, by the way. I've put ice cubes in. Listen.
Just doing that.
The show has been going for an hour and 8 minutes. The ice cubes were in here for about 25 minutes before we started the show. They're still in there, and they're still not. And there's no liquid in here.
I bet I paid less for my Yeti though, John.
Go ahead.
It was a gift from a vendor.
Oh, there you go. Well, you paid less for your Yeti.
Their logo's behind one of my stickers. Actually, I think it's behind the locker room guy sticker, as a matter of fact.
And there you have it. Put that in there. And then throw it out downstairs.
I'm gonna eat another.
I think you should have another ginger snap.
Ginger snap.
All right. So coming up on the show, we have. So I made mention before. Tom is on a cruise. Okay. So he's not on this show. Dave, have you decided whether you're going to do a show with Tom in 2 weeks while I'm on vacation?
Possible.
Okay. Because I know you're doing a log room guys show without. Well, I'll be on for 10 minutes. And the commenter, the main commenter tonight, is going to be a co-host with you on this show.
She'll be the co-host on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a good show lined up for that one.
So I'll be on for. So I'll be a 10-minute guest on that show. And then what do we call? But yeah, so we can find out. So it's possible there might be another one 2 weeks from tonight, but 2 weeks after that, and then 2 weeks after that, 2 weeks after that, 2 weeks after that. We have Tom will be on those shows. We have a few really cool cocktail ideas coming up on those shows, and we have 2 of those 5 shows mentioned are distilleries. One from Kentucky and one from New Jersey, and quite possibly either one of those or the one after that, McClintock Distilling from Frederick, Maryland.
Yeah, we have one from Pennsylvania coming up as well.
And one from Pennsylvania at some point during the month of October. Yes. What you call it? Stolen Wolf from Lititz, PA is going to be coming on the show as well. So we got a lot of good content for you. And Mr. Dave Wiley, who is from La Pulga Spirits, who came on in May, he's going to come back on as well. And he's that's going to be fun as well. So we got a lot of good content.
You did ask him about Sotol, though, right?
I did ask him about the Sotol, yes.
We went to Sotol. Carrie and I, we've been running through a lot of the Bourdain episodes, and he goes to Far West Texas, and you look.
Did he hang out with Tony?
No, he did not. Tony did hang out with. Did Tony hang out with Tony? No. We're talking about Tony Drury. Drury,
yeah. Not Kevin Drury.
Drury.
Not Kevin Drury.
That's spelled differently.
But it's said the same.
But every time you look, yes, there was always beer, but on the table there was always a bottle of Sotol everywhere they went in Far West Texas. Mm-hmm. Different brands, mind you, but there was always a bottle of Sotol.
Sotol, nonetheless. Sotol is fantastic. It's agave. It's in the tequila family, but it's completely different. It's aged in clay pots. It's got chocolate notes to it. It's earthy. It's delicious.
Yep.
It's so good.
Especially if you get the añejo.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. So a lot of good content coming up. These were fantastic cocktails tonight.
And watch the channel. We may have a new show.
Yeah. Actually, we'll announce it when. Are you close?
Just getting there. No, we're just teasing it right now.
We're teasing it right now. There might be a new. There most likely will be a new show coming up. It's a matter of when, not if.
Yep.
When.
So we have the Locker Room guys. We have Anna Chase. So we've got At the Pub. Mm-hmm. We may be at it.
And on the Log Room podcast network, we also have the sports podcast too.
Oh yes, and the sports podcast. I was talking about the drinking shows.
Drinking shows though is
the sports podcast.
Okay. Exactly. And,
you gotta branch out to another sports show where you don't talk basketball.
Don't talk basketball. Well, we only talk basketball. A, 2 or 3, maybe 4 shows a year, and B, when the Knicks are in the playoffs. That's really it.
Just every time I turn it on to like bust your guys nuts, you're like, why are they talking basketball again? There's
been a lot of basketball talk because the Knicks are the NBA, the 2026 NBA champions. Yeah. That's why there's been basketball talk. So, short of that, hey, look, we do talk during playoffs. We talk maybe 1 or 2 shows, usually after football season ends, before baseball season starts. We talk basketball because there's not a whole lot else to talk about at that point. That and hockey, but we do talk playoff basketball and a little bit more when certain teams are doing well. Doug Smith just commented. He said, "Tiki time."
That will not be the show. No, sorry, it will not be a dedicated tiki show.
That will not be a dedicated. He goes, a dedicated tiki show would be awesome. Well, we talked about that. For now, it's just going to be segments and parts of and shows on this channel.
Yes.
But look, you know us. On most shows, not all, most shows, there will probably be some element of tiki. There was one tonight.
Oh, fuck. Ooh.
And where'd you go on Saturday? You said you went to Columbus Market. I may have been there.
When I was there? No, you weren't.
No. I may have been there before.
You've been there many times. This is my first time.
That was
This is like John's second home is Columbia Market.
Columbus.
Your those goddamn donuts. Holy crap! It's worth the drive just for the damn donuts.
Just the donuts are Beelers. They're donuts in the Amish section of this market are every bit as good as the Beeler's donuts. And I have a few of my favorite Beeler's donuts. And if you've been to Philly, if you've been to Reading Market in Philly, Beeler's is right if you walk in the first door, right across the street on the corner from Convention Hall, the Convention Center in Philly. You walk up the stairs and Beeler's is right there. So that's the first place you see. But I always bypass that and go to Dick's first. That's me.
The donuts here at that market, and I've had them at Beeler's too. I actually like the ones at the Amish market better.
Yeah, no, a lot of them. Look, there's a couple of my favorites at Beeler's and the Amish market. When they make them, they're great, but they don't always make them. So that's kind of my shtick with that. But the ones at the Amish market, I mean, look, Beeler's is Amish too. They're all it's the same.
But I think the ones at Columbus Market, I think they're better. As a matter of fact, I like to, anytime we travel, like to hit some of the donut places.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite donut place was in Moab.
Okay. I will be in two weeks from. No, 1 week from next Monday. 1 week from next Monday, I will be at some point during the day. I don't know when, but at some point during the day, I'll be at Holy Donut.
Holy Donut. Holy Donut's probably in my top 5. Mm-hmm. A lot of people will put them in their top 3. They're probably my top 5. This is Columbus Markets, keep calling Columbia. Columbus Markets, probably my number 2. The one in Moab was number 1. Oh my God, those things were fantastic. I can't remember the name of the place right now. Out in the morning, they were a donut place, and then for lunch, they turned into a chicken sandwich place.
Yeah. Did they make a chicken sandwich on a donut, though?
Yes, they do. If they've got leftover donuts, they will put the chicken sandwich on the damn donut.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love that.
Yeah.
I've had that before.
Oh, so that's done. They're called Doughbird.
Oh, Doughbird. You've mentioned that before. Yeah.
Doughbird. Yeah. They are, oh my God. And, if you like cronuts, they do a version of the cronut, and they've got a different name for it. And my God, those things are absolutely astonishingly good.
Well, a cronut, it's not fair, right? It's a croissant that's a donut. I mean,
yeah.
That's just game over. You know, I mean,
that's a mic drop. That's
right.
Absolutely. So, but the Amish donuts, man, they're in there. That number 2, I think, for me now. Holy Donuts is up there, but I think they're at number 3 because let's face it, PVD Donuts.
PVD Donuts is just I mean
they're insane, and they're actually they might be number 1, Doughbird number 2, the Amish Market number 3. That's why Holy Donuts is my top 5 because they're probably number 5. Number 4 is probably I can't remember their name.
Dunkin'.
Yes, Dunkin'.
I kid. These are the jokes, folks.
They're in Asheville. What are they called? South Slope.
Yeah, no. You're absolutely right. They're definitely 4.
They are. Oh my God, they are fantastic.
Hold on, I can tell you right now.
And they call them yeast donuts, and they do call them cake donuts. So those nice and light, airy ones, those are your yeast donuts. Those have risen, and then there's ones that have not been risen, not leavened, unleavened, and those are your cake donuts. So if you're used to Dunkin' Donuts, think of like your old fashioned. That's your cake donut. Think of the French cruller. That's more like your yeast donut. But the French cruller goes beyond what a yeast donut. The glazed donut, the standard glazed, that would be a yeast donut.
Right, exactly.
You find it, John?
Vortex
donuts. Number
Vortex
4
donuts, yeah. On the south slope, just around the corner from Green Man.
Yep, just right around the corner from Green Man. We actually stayed a block and a half away from there. So we got up, went just as they opened, and then by the time we had gotten our donuts to leave, there was like 20 people standing outside the door. And then to me, they just edge out Holy Donut.
Fantastic.
Great stuff.
Fantastic. And they have, and you can't really see it from this, they have cake donuts.
This is what I was talking about, cake and yeast donuts.
And yeast donuts.
Yep, there you go. There's proof right there of what I was talking about.
There you go.
Cake and yeast. Those are the 2 types, and they're on 2 different sides of the counter.
Yep. There you go. You'll love
And
it.
they're all good.
And I
And you don't want to dunk your yeast donuts into the coffee.
no,
The cake does it.
you want the cake ones in the coffee.
Yeah.
I will throw one other in the mix for you, and it's definitely in the top. Let's call it the top 6 because I can't take any of those out. And that would be Blackbird Donuts.
Where are they?
Up in Boston.
I have not had the pleasure yet.
Fantastic donuts. In fact, they make an everything bagel donut.
I don't like everything bagels.
Well, no, if you do like everything bagels, look,
Yes.
that's not why they're in the top 6. I say that for a reason. They make an everything bagel donut, and what they do is they have it's their glazed donut that they actually fill with cream cheese.
Nice.
Okay, it's a round donut, so it's a round donut. It's not a triangle donut. It's got
starting around.
right. It's got a hole in the middle, right? So it's a donut looking donut. It's not just a round pastry, right?
There's no hole in the middle.
There is a hole in the middle.
Oh, there is a hole in the middle. Okay.
There is a hole in the middle, but they fill that donut with
So it's a torus.
right. So they fill
That's the technical name.
right. They fill that with cream cheese.
Not like the Zodiac sign.
No, not that. They fill that with cream cheese, and then
or the Ford car. And now we're back to gin.
And we're back to gin. Anyway, they fill that round donut with cream cheese, and then they
In the hole?
around the donut, inside around the donut,
kind of like a stuffed crust.
pretty much.
Okay.
And they dip the one side in everything bagel seasoning. All right, and the best part about it is if I had a couple extra minutes, I'm not going to bother. But if I had a couple extra minutes, I would scroll back on their Instagram.
Let me guess. Were you there eating a donut?
It was
John's not going to mention it unless he's in the photo.
I was my hand was in the photo, right? So anyway, when they first came out with this, is going back like 9 years, or more, maybe more, 10, 12 years ago. Anyway, when they first came out with them, I took a picture of it and posted on Instagram. They shared that picture and took it, and that my hand holding the donut outside of Blackbird Donuts was their posting for that particular donut.
Very nice. Did Jess put it up on the fridge for you?
No. There's only one picture.
Did you get a gold star?
There's only one picture on our fridge.
One picture.
One picture.
Mm-hmm. It's the Mona Lisa.
No. And
Danny DeVito.
Jess and Danny DeVito, exactly.
Another donut place I'll bring up, and it's in Tom's River, Opco.
Opco's good. Yeah, Opco's
They're
good.
really good. Maybe top 10.
I would put them in the 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 10ish.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
They're
up there. Look, we've probably all of us have been to maybe hundreds of donut shops, right?
Yeah.
Over the years, right? Being in the top 10 is fine. Maybe 15. Being in the top 20 is great. You know.
They make solid donuts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have holes in them too, but I mean, solid as far as their quality levels concerned.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Blackbird.
I think my single favorite, because you're talking about the everything bagel donut, I think my single favorite donut ever was at PVD, and it was called Muffin Top.
Muffin Top is fantastic.
You get enough of them, you will get a Muffin Top. And what it is, it's a yeast donut, but it's the no-hole donut. It's like what you would use for like a jelly filled. And they make a mixture of blueberries, sugar, and sour cream that gets pumped into it, and then it gets topped off with the top of a blueberry muffin.
Yeah.
It's a masterpiece. It's an absolute masterpiece, and so often you get that filling inside a donut, and it's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't all that sweet. It was just perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
But what do you do with the bottoms once you cut them up and tops off?
That's the people that are cutting them up, making the donuts. That's their pay.
That's their pay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
See, I do know one particular TV chef actually turned that into muffin bottom pie. I won't say who. I won't say what show. I'll leave it at that. Made muffin bottom pie.
Actually, probably what they do, they probably have that pan that makes only muffin tops.
Mm-hmm. I'll say if you know, you know. Yeah, it's a TV chef, TV show pie. It was actually in the last season of that show.
I'm trying to figure out why you're not.
Oh, there's no reason that I'm not saying it.
You're just being coy.
I'm just being coy. Yeah, you could probably guess. There's a TV show that there's a
Oh, it
chef.
wasn't actually a cooking show.
No, it wasn't a cooking show. It was a TV show.
Oh, and did the person who made this pie,
Mhm.
the actress's name is Mary, maybe?
Mary, no.
Is that her name?
Mm-mm.
But
Neither the character nor the actress was named Mary. Now, the character did have that same initial as her first name.
it's Melissa.
Melissa.
Yeah, I'm thinking Mary McCarthy. It's Melissa McCarthy.
It's Melissa McCarthy, yeah.
Yes. So
We're talking Jenny's cousin.
And we are talking Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls, yes. Suki St. James.
Suki. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of where she got her start. It didn't really.
100% she got her start in Gilmore Girls, yeah. And who was supposed... And look, I don't want this to turn into a Gilmore Girls show, right? But it's not, right? And the fact that two guys are sitting here on a cocktail podcast talking about Gilmore Girls is a little odd.
Too much gin.
Exactly. But who was supposed to be Suki before Melissa McCarthy? In the unaired pilot, she was Suki.
I enjoyed the show. I never got that deep into it. You live with a complete Gilmore Girls nut who probably you're probably lying in bed at night just you know what I learned today, and tell you another interesting fact about the Gilmore Girls.
She was actually on in several instances as several different characters on the show throughout the show.
Sally Struthers?
No. Sally Struthers was only one character. Alex Borstein.
Who?
Alex Borstein.
I know Ellen Borstein. I don't know an
Alex Borstein. She was on Mad TV.
Was she related to Ellen Borstein?
I don't think so. She was actually married in real life to Suki St. James's husband on the show, Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Alex Borstein.
Yeah.
Okay.
She played a couple different characters. She played a few different characters on the show over the years. So.
They were definitely going for a type for that role, weren't they?
Look, let me tell you something. I don't mean to make this any more deep than it is, but it really was a fantastic show. And I will give you this. It for some odd reason that show, the last episode of that show aired almost 20 years ago. Okay, it is more popular now than it was then.
Okay.
You go to different there's stores that have aisles of Gilmore Girls stuff.
Well,
and the show's been off air for 20 friggin' years.
But we see the same thing with Golden Girls.
That's true too.
So here's the thing: just make a show that's GG, and the second GB Girls.
Golden Girls, Gilmore Girls.
Do a Gorilla Girls.
Gorilla Girls. There you go.
How about, in honor of the show, Gin Girls?
Gin Girls. We got to make that. We got it. Start writing the pilot script. I'll work on it with you. Gin Girls. We'll make $1 million.
Yeah.
There you go.
Alrighty. So, do we have a guest in a month from today?
4 weeks from today, you mean?
4 weeks from today.
4 weeks from today, we do not. 2 weeks after that, we do.
So we will have to come up with a
challenge.
A challenge for that.
And Tom will be on the show, so we can do it a 3-way. Maybe he should come up with it. He hasn't come up with one in a while. It's been a while.
Let's make him do it.
We'll put the onus on him. There you go. I will, if you guys do a show, I said do.
You said do.
If you guys do a show, 2 weeks from tonight, I will not be on, because 2 weeks from tonight we will be splitting our time between York, Maine, Kittery, Maine, and Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Prior to tomorrow, 2 weeks from tomorrow, leaving to head to Boston.
Are you going to be in Portsmouth, New Hampshire in the morning?
Is that a song?
It might be. We can make it one, but
the morning of 2 weeks from today, or the morning of 2 weeks from tomorrow? Because the morning of
any morning.
Tomorrow, 2 weeks from tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be in there.
Tomorrow.
At some point in the morning.
Because there is a bakery that you need to go to for breakfast.
All right.
And I will send you the name of that.
Can you do that? Text it to me.
It's right across the street from a cheese and wine store.
Okay.
and they do one of my favorite breakfasts. It's kind of intricate, and they serve it with one of their baguettes.
Okay.
And I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll text it to you. And I wish I could remember. They make shakshuka.
Shakshuka. Okay.
Have you ever had shakshuka?
I have not.
So shakshuka is, I believe, it's Middle Eastern, it might be Turkish, and it's.
Is there eggplant in it?
Nope.
Well, then it's not Turkish.
I wouldn't eat it otherwise. It's got red peppers, tomatoes, and onions,
It might be Turkish.
and and it's in a big round pan. And
By the way, I love Turkish dishes with eggplant in it. Just wanted to put that out there. Anyway.
I'm not a fan of anything with eggplant in it. And then what they do is they cook that, and it's almost like stewed a little bit, and then they make like little divots in it, and they crack eggs into those divots.
Ooh, really?
And they cook them almost like like over easy. Shakshuka, and then you get a baguette.
And a pound of bacon. You go with it?
Nope.
No,
nope.
It.
That's the whole breakfast, and I tell you, man, that's going to fill you.
I'm sure it will.
That is going to fill you, and that was the surprise of the trip when Carrie and I went up and came through Portsmouth. We went there for breakfast, and it was absolutely fantastic.
I'll have to do that.
I'll find you the name of the place.
Yeah, find me the name of the place. We'll go on Tuesday morning. We'll be at Tandem Coffee and Bakery, and I'll probably have this as well as something else too. It's a biscuit with cream cheese and jelly, and this thing was just stupid good. At Tandem Coffee and Bakery, and the coffee's fantastic too. In Portland. So
Elephantine Bakery.
Elephantine Bakery. Send it to me.
Elephantine Bakery. I'll screenshot that for you and send that off to you.
Mm-hmm.
They've got to have a picture of the shakshuka in here.
Okay. All right.
Because that picture, I'd seen that picture, and that's what made us go there in the first place, to figure out what the hell is this. And we had it, and it was absolutely amazing.
And there you have it.
And Carrie has made it at home since we've been.
Shakshuka.
All right. And their coffee's damn good too, I might add.
I can't beat that. Good coffee is not hard to find, but not incredibly easy to find.
Not always. Sometimes you can go to a really fancy place with baristas and everything and go, what is this?
Right. And sometimes you can go to a place that looks inconspicuous and looks like a dive and have the best cup of coffee you've had in a long time.
Yes, it's very, very.
It's almost like a bar.
All things are possible.
All things possible. All right. We got a lot of ground to cover in the next coming weeks. Possibly a show 2 weeks from tonight without me, with Dave and Tom. Will remain to be seen. Pay attention to the website. Definitely 4 weeks from tonight will definitely be a show. So either 2 weeks or 4 weeks will be the next show. There'll definitely be one 4 weeks from tonight. But either way, got guests coming up. This is going to be. We're heading into a season that we're going to have a lot of shows and a lot of content. So we'll put that up. And the website will probably launch just prior to the show 4 weeks from tonight. It's being worked on right now by me. But it's coming together, and there'll no longer be content on the Log Room Guys website for the End of Chaser show. It'll all be on the End of Chaser website.
You shall, to use the IT term, migrate it
over to its own website. There you go. So all the videos, all the podcasts, all the audio podcasts, everything, all the content, articles, whatever you want to call it, will be on that show. And we'll have our own Instagram as well at the same time. We'll launch that at the same time. And then we're about to look at another picture. There's shakshuka.
There's the shakshuka right there.
That looks fantastic. I'm gonna need one of those.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna need one of those. Have I steered you wrong yet?
Never.
And so far, the most successful place I ever sent John to, ZZQ.
ZZQ. Yeah, I need to go there. Let's put it this way.
I need to live across the street.
And look, it's not going to happen, right? But ZZQ, all right, is so good that if it's almost as if I could, cancel my plans for the trip we're going on in a couple of weeks to go there.
I wouldn't do that though.
No, we're not going to do that. So
no, don't do that.
Actually, we're going on less than 2 weeks. So
already. Well, let's
On that note,
I'll stop looking up photos and let
you stop looking at photos, and we will wrap up the show for today. We wanted to get ready for watching, and for those of you just listening, thank you for listening to the audio podcast. Don't forget to visit our website. Within 4 weeks, we will be at endachaser.com. I believe that will be the address. We'll confirm it then. But for now, all the information is available on the Log Room website, www.logroom.com. That's LAGERROM.com. And please remember, like us and follow us on all of our social media, which right now, for now, is Facebook, Instagram coming soon, at End of Chaser. And of course, all the shows are available on YouTube as well on the Log Room channel. We also simulcast all of the shows on the Artisan Spirits Festival, Artisan Spirits Fest page on Facebook as well. And there's a lot of decent content on that. You want to go check that out.
Yes.
Anyway, remember, we go live with the video podcast on Facebook and YouTube every other Thursday night around 7:30 or so Eastern Time. And for those of you who just want to listen to the audio podcast, you can do so on our audio host Spreaker, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, Google Podcast, Amazon Music Podcast, I can speak, iTunes Music, YouTube Music, Castbox, Podcast Addict, Castbox, Deezer, Podchaser, Listen Notes, pretty much anywhere you can find audio podcast, you will find the End of Chaser podcast. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one or more of those feeds, and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful couple of weeks. We'll see you possibly 2 weeks from tonight. Dave and Tom will. Definitely 4 weeks from tonight. And we will talk to you soon. And keep enjoying these dog days of summer. Make some good gin cocktails. And listen, if you make anything, if you're creative and you come up with some fantastic cocktails, all right, message us on our Facebook page,
yes, please do.
and let us know what it is, and we'll point them out. We'll put them up there and give you credit for them, of course, too. We're not taking any credit. It's all you. But do that. Let us know. We'd love to taste them, and we'll give you credit too. So.
Elephantine no longer does shakshuka.
That sucks.
It's not on their menu anymore, but I would still recommend going.
Well, maybe if we go there, I can ask them if they could do it.
You could, but they would still have to have those pans. But their baked goods are still damn good. Their breakfast sandwiches, fantastic. Mm-hmm. So I still recommend going there. But maybe call them ahead of time and see if they're going to have shakshuka on the menu.
We could do that. We don't even have to have a reason. We can do that.
No.
All right, folks, enjoy. Drink some good cocktails. Do some good experimentation, because that's the way you come up with good.
That's the heart. That's the key. Yep.
Enjoy it. And in the next few months, we actually will have a sake cocktail night.
We will.
Yeah, we will. So. Got a lot of good stuff coming for you. So enjoy. Continue to have a great summer. And we'll talk to you in 2 or 4 weeks. Enjoy, folks. Cheers.
Cheers.